one day, the whole world will know me. And of course, the music will be spectacular. Bold.
In what ways did the costume design, hair, and makeup help you bring this little-known true story from the 18th century alive?
When you look at the hair, it's a sign of your status in society, and it's a sign of how far you've come and how much people respect you in order to give you a certain type of wig, you know, to wear that around town. It's just to inform how Joseph sees himself, how honored he feels that he can be in this position, but also it is very stifling and very scary to hide behind this mask of trying to allow people to see you a certain way when you don't actually have the same rights as those people that are affording you these titles of Chevalier and knighted, and you can walk around town, but you can't necessarily marry. You know, there's so many different restrictions. So it's interesting when you have the costume because there's a sense of pride and a sense of sorrow in it.
You know I am the best.
On a very physical level, just that scale and height and the restriction of the corsetry immediately transforms the way you, I immediately fix my posture when I say that, transforms the way you hold yourself and the way you can move. And especially with the corsetry, it took a while for me to kind of relearn how to breathe in it and how to be able to project in it. And it's really interesting the way that it constricts you and it kind of raises your voice a few octaves and things like that. It's a very physical education. And then getting to dive into the world of Marie Antoinette and her relationship with her wardrobe and the way that she wanted to be perceived was a lot of fun. She is a woman of more is more is more, as we well know. So it made the costuming process with Oliver Garcia, our costume designer, just joy.
A contest? Who doesn't love a little contest,
Was it hard to sing while you're in costume?
Very hard to sing. Michael Roberts, my singing coach, was very graceful and very patient with me, and I owe him everything. Everything was so restrictive, and I had to rely on other people to do anything. It was a real honor to be a part of this team.
When did you know that you had to make this movie and why? What inspired you to get behind it?
I've known about him since I was in high school, so since then. But maybe at the time I didn't know that I was the person that needed to write the movie, but I just felt like it was just like, you idiots. Someone needs to write this movie. Like waving the book in people's faces. Somebody look into this. It was pure, almost just like vomit. Someone needs to do this, and now is the time, and 50 years was the time, and 100, it's always the time, I think, to celebrate this person and how amazing and incredible he is, because he is so unknown.
Stefani was way ahead of the game, right? She was way ahead of the rest of us. She knew about Chevalier. I didn't, and I dare say, lots of other people didn't know about Chevalier's existence, in large part because his work and his life and his accomplishments have been erased. So, coming off something like Watchmen, where we also talked about events in recent American history, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, an event that had been also erased largely from public consciousness, it felt like this movie was a continuation of shedding light on valuable and important either historical figures or events that had been erased from our collective human story.
Not everything is about you,